I'm a little befuddled. Just a little bit. And maybe it's because I'm a female. But I take accusations of dick riding very seriously. And there's a very thin line between dick riding, being a fan, and having your homies back. What up, Pink Ladies, T-Birds, just happen to be watchers of my shit. My name is Jimmi Pynk, and oh my God, in the month of February, Black History Month, in the year of our Lord, 2020, why am I still talking about Nick Cannon's punk ass? So, again, welcome back to my handy dandy little channel here. Now, what we gonna do right now is something a little different. I don't genuinely do this, but generally, and I'm trying to pause this because I ain't ready to talk about it just yet. Generally, I don't do these type of videos as far as reacting to people's interviews or whatnot, what have you. But I'm trying to get a lot of content done. A, because I'm on sick leave and I need the money. And two, eventually I will be having surgery to have my thyroid removed. And during probably 2 to 3 weeks out of that, I'm not going to be able to talk. So, let's get into this. Still talking about Nick Cannon punk ass. My line D riding Marshall Mathers is about 50 cents. Now, I'm going to have to go back to what song that was because I think I told y'all that. This is about somebody specific, y'all. Y'all done hurt Nick Cannon's feelings. Somebody in particular done hurt Nick Cannon's feelings. Y'all done hurt this man's feelings. Listen, he talking about I used to look up to your music and shit. He talking about somebody specific. And I'm still sticking with it might be 50. It might really be 50. But let's get clarification by this clown.
Well, number one, if you're a brand Nubian fan, you know that Lord Jamar played a central fucking role in that group. And that whole 5% thing came from him. When Grand Poobah, and me and Jamar talked about this in our new interview, when Grand Poobah left the group, him and Sadat, kept that ball running.
Had hits.
Pump Jump Up to Get Beat Down is my favorite brand Nubian song, and that doesn't have Poobah. That doesn't have Poobah on it.
Yeah.
Okay, now I've already explained to y'all about Brand Nubian, what Lord Jamar meant to that group. I did say he was the Chic Luch. However, he did do a lot of the production. Now, what I am going to tell you is a lot of songs that was they hits were also Diamond D remixes of what he produced. I will leave that up to y'all. But, yeah, Punk Jump Up to Get Beat Down is not my favorite Brand Nubian song. My favorite Brand Nubian song is Love Me or Leave Me Alone. And if y'all was there for that live where I actually spit the whole damn verse. Because people was like, can you even say a Lord Jamar verse? I'm one of the very few people that can. Because I love his fucking verse on Love Me or Leave Me Alone. Even though it is a bit misogynistic. It is a bit misogynistic. It is. That's some whole other feminine shit that I could get into. I do believe that you should be submissive to your husband. That don't mean be a slave to them. But I do believe that you should be submissive to a point. But that shit was a little misogynistic. But I do like the verse and I do know the verse. But let's go back to what Nick Cannon gonna say.
Already left. They dropped multiple.
As someone who's studying the social sciences, I'm putting things out there. I'm sitting here having conversations with my professors like, watch this. Watch how TMZ handles this. They'll have all the black people, defend me, and all the white people defend Eminem. And it's so weird that and you can call it race baiting or whatever you want, it's structured that way. It's always going to be about race.
Okay, now to a point, I'm gonna agree with Nick on that, because you had to find the people that was actually defending Nick Cannon. Because it wasn't that celebrities, yeah, you had to get the clips of people that was actually defending Nick Cannon because it wasn't that many. So, for you to do that, and you knew you had a better chance, and let's just keep it a buck. Nick Cannon is right. Lord Jamar is right on that. Let's keep it a buck. You may not 100% know which side the black person is going to take. You absolutely know the white person is going to take Eminem's side. Every day. All day. For number one, that is the majority of his fan base. For number two, even if you get a white person that's super into hip-hop, such as like a R.A. the Rugged Man, you still getting somebody to know bars, and there's nobody that will really have Nick Cannon's back except for somebody that's as salty as Lord Jamar's ass. With that being said, yeah, the media do that shit. They do it, it's not just race. They do it with class. They do it on political party. They doing it right fucking now.
And when you come to whether you like the line Elvis Pusley or not, like when I'm saying that, we all know the reason why Elvis became the star that he was because he took our music and gave it to the masses. The reason why people call Eminem the GOAT and say he's in the top 5 is because of the amount of records and people that he has sold and reached.
I disagree with that. I disagree with that. I disagree with that. I disagree with that. Whether you like the Elvis Pussy line or not, nobody didn't understand the Elvis Pussy line. Everybody got it. Everybody knew it. Eminem has said it himself. He was the worst thing since Elvis Presley to use black music so successfully to make himself wealthy. He said it himself. Nobody didn't get that line. We got it. That is not the reason why Eminem is in most people's top 5. It's not. It's not. Now, I've told y'all that Eminem ain't in my top 5. He's not. He's in my top 10. He's not in my top 5. But number one, I have more extensive knowledge of hip-hop than your average person. Your average person is not spanning all generations. They're spanning once they got into it to now. For me, because my sister is 8 years older and is first generation hip-hop, I knew a lot of hip-hop before a lot of people my age. So you have to have an extensive knowledge of hip-hop, and because I do know, he's not in my top 5. But we're not going to sit here and say, that's why he's in people's top 5. Now, some people do go by record sales. Some people do. Jay-Z ain't in my top 5. He in my top 10. He's not in my top 5. Now, some people do go by record sales. And if you do, that's valid. But that is not why Eminem is in most people's top 5. Because first of all, when I'm talking about somebody, when I'm talking about the top 5, when I'm talking about the top 5, my nigga, I'm only listening to the people that matter. I'm only listening to the people that do actually know hip-hop. If you don't know hip-hop and your first introduction to hip-hop was Eminem, I'm not counting you. Because you don't understand how many more people in hip-hop it was before it got to him. I'm glad that was your introduction. But if that's where you start and stop at, your top 5 don't matter to me anyway. I'm talking about motherfuckers that know bars. And he's still in a lot of people's top 5. He's still a lot of people's number 1 that actually know hip-hop and know bars. I vehemently disagree with that. I know who ain't in nobody's top 5, Nick Cannon or Lord Jamar. It ain't got nothing to do with record sales. And by the way, it's 3 songs by Brand Nubian. Actually 4, because Lick Them Motherfuckers, what soundtrack is that? Menace? I love Lick Them Motherfuckers. I do love Lick Them Motherfuckers. But let's not make like Brand Nubian got so many hits without Grand
so weird that
being in the group.
Records and people that he has sold.
Matter of fact, ain't he in your top 5, Nick?
It's the exact same thing. It's not about skill. Now, the dude has skills. We know that. But are we going to give him the pass? Are we going to allow him to disrespect our art form, our mothers of our children, our wives, because he can rhyme words together better than some others? And that's certain opinions. Like, that's just because he can go man, a man, a man, a man, a man, a man. Like, I'm not impressed. Now, if we want to talk about you do your flow very.
Okay. Now, Nick Cannon. Now I gotta get your neck a little bit. Number 1, he's in your top 5. He's in your top 5. He's your number 2. You've said it on several occasions. You said it during the fact that he was disrespecting your wife and your kids' mothers. I'm going to say that again. He was in your top 5. He was your number 2. While he was disrespecting your wife and your kid's mother. What changed? That turban? What fucking changed? What fucking changed? Now, with that being said, and I have listened to several people react to when you did your whole black girls are bitches, black girls are dumb shit about Eminem. I've heard several people say it, including myself. What he said was fucked up. What he said was fucked up. But I'm going to say something that a lot of other reviewers ain't going to say. Eminem don't just have a problem with black women. Eminem has a problem with women, period. He talks negatively about 3 black women. 3. The girl that was in that song 30 years ago, Mariah Carey, and Lauryn Hill, who quite honestly came to him first. And you can arguably say Mariah kind of did too. Or I could say she kept the fuel burning because he said something and then she denied him, and then that kind of pissed him off a little bit because she was making him out to be a liar, and boom, 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 woo, 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 and then this is where we at now. He said something negative about 3 black women. We're not going to discount the fact that he also said something negative about his own mother several times. His baby mama several times. Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera. The list go on. So we're not going to just keep saying like, oh, he gets the pass because he can rhyme well. Why do he get the pass with women? Because he been talking about shit about women. Yeah, I have a special place in my heart for our fucking women too. But the only really disrespectful shit that he said was the whole black girls are bitches, black girls are dumb. Everything else was on an individual goddamn case, and he been disrespecting women the whole goddamn time. So let's get that straight. But of course, you not going to say that because you disrespectful to women too. Black ones at that. But let's go.
Well, you do. I give you that, and you can rap really fast. Yeah. You and all your children that follow your suit have created a style, and that's great. But that doesn't make you the GOAT. That doesn't make you the God. That doesn't give you the opportunity to shit on other people.
Well, you dropped the 4th diss song. Used to Look Up to You.
Yeah, that was, to me, that wasn't a diss song. Not everything I put is good, because that was a whole project to say, fuck the I'm dissing you, come on my show. I dropped a project called The Miseducation of the Negro You Love to Hate, which was a reference to the Carter G. Woodson book, The Miseducation of the Negro, and then Ice Cube's The Nigga You Love to Hate. I put them together, and it was, 7 songs where I felt like I got a record called Instead of Nipsey. Like, I'm going deep, and those are the things that I was dealing with at the time. And Used to Look Up to You niggas, if you actually listen to it, Used to Look Up to You niggas, and I Know What It Is, it's more about 50. And more about, like,
I told y'all that.
Other rappers.
I told y'all that was about 50.
I have so much respect for y'all.
I told y'all that was about 50.
So that line is really about 50. When you said, I'm going to paraphrase it a little bit. Dudes out here tweeting like they've been a savage. Dick riding little Marshall Mathers.
Yeah. Well, that and that was clearly about 50, and a lot of his other fans, and even a lot of these people who's like, And it's like, why you dick riding this dude? Because that's the thing. Let's go bar for bar. Let's do that.
Let's do that. Let's do that.
Cut your balls off, Nick. And it's not like, and then people are, oh, him's back. like I'm getting at it. Like,
okay, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's go bar for bar. You're never going to be as good as Eminem. That's not dick riding. That is a fact. You're never going to be as good as Eminem. You don't have the talent to be as good as Eminem. Let's go bar for bar. You're never going to be as good as Eminem. You don't have the talent to be. That's not dick riding. That's a fact. Eminem is good at dissing people. That's not dick riding. That's a fact. Eminem can rap his white ass off. That's not dick riding. That's a fact. The fact that you try to do a diss track to somebody that you can't beat, that you put other niggas in the crossfire, that what 50 Cent was saying was, you brought Suge Knight into it, who has been known to threaten people, who basically compare him to Vanilla Ice, not because he's a white rapper, because he was threatening them, saying, I can leave him hanging over a building too. And Nick Cannon and 50 Cent was like, you brought some street shit into this now. So something happened to Marshall, guess what? That's not dick riding, these are facts. We had to switch the angle a little bit, because I had to plug this in, you know. Do you really think you suck because you went at Eminem? You always sucked. I see, this is what happens when you surround yourself with yes men. You always sucked, Nick. You were never good. You were never good. You always sucked. You was always a cornball to me. I really didn't fuck with you. You always sucked. You bringing in books and education and you flipped his flow. But you stuck. Yeah, you weren't good at it. The word sucked. You suck. You suck. I don't know how else to tell you, sir. You suck.
Everybody knows I have that stuff. I have stuff that costs more than that stuff. But I'm like, who am I? Am I showboating for others? Like, if I want to show off, let me show off my education. Let me show off what I can do for the community. Let me show off my heart and my wisdom. You know, but
ain't you the same nigga that was on the fucking Masked Singer with $6 million shoes on because they was covered in diamonds? Ain't you the same nigga that was rapping with the Black Squad, basically saying, I ain't tricking if you got it? I'm at a loss for words. You know it's bad when you have a loss for words while you're reacting to something. Am I wrong? Comment and tell me I'm wrong. I said 6 million. They was 2 million. Okay, same difference though. And I'm never gonna tear another black man down, but you literally just said you was talking about 50 Cent. And you had a whole couple songs where you was dissing 50 Cent, but you're not tearing another black man down. You just sat here and said, I don't know why this man is sitting here making fun of French Montana for having a used Bugatti. All these people is dick riding Eminem. How are you not tearing down other black people? Didn't you say you prefer white women because they're a symbol of success, you don't think that's tearing down black women? What the fuck are you saying, dude?
Throwing it in my people's face.
I don't understand. So you get on an interview like this and say, this ain't flossing, but I'm going to tell you everything I got. But I'm not showing it to you, so that's not flossing. But you name checked it. But you said you had it. In an interview where people are going to watch it. That's still flossing, Nick. Comment below if I'm wrong. That's still flossing. I don't understand. We know you rich, Nick. You ain't gotta tell us nothing you fucking get. You are a black boy lost. Because you're just not even seeing that you are at constant contradiction with yourself. And because you are rich and you're surrounded by yes people that's not telling you like, yeah, maybe don't do that. You some kind of way feel like everybody else is wrong, but not you. Everybody else is wrong, but not you. You suck because everybody is dick riding Eminem. Not you suck because you suck. You can't rap. You can't rap, my guy. You can't rap. Period. I would never tear down another black man, but you just sat here for 5 minutes and talked shit about 50 Cent. Last time I checked, 50 Cent was pretty goddamn chocolatey. I'm sorry, what nationality is he? German? Mexican? Irish Catholic? What is he then? You just sat here and said, everybody said you suck because they dick riding Eminem. Did you think all those people that said you suck was white? You literally said at the end of a song that the people that didn't agree with you was a bunch of house niggas. Last time I checked, you couldn't call somebody that wasn't black a house nigga. So what do you mean? You contradicted yourself this whole damn time. Oh, we just supposed to let it slide and he in people's top 5. But we just supposed to let it slide because he can rap well and he's disrespecting our wives and mothers when you had him as number 2 while he was disrespecting your wife and the mother of your kids. Get the fuck out of here, Nick Cannon. I'm done. I'm done. I hope I don't never have to do this shit again. I hope I don't never gotta do this shit again. And as for the brand Nubian shit when Grand Pooba left the group, I don't even know what other fucking songs they had once Grand Pooba left that goddamn group. And this is somebody that's a brand Nubian fan. I'm the one that had Lord Jamar's back when everybody was talking about Lord Jamar's and nobody knows the fuck he isn't. I'm the person that said that. I think me and Screwface Jen is the only people that was like, now we ain't just gonna shit on Lord Jamar like he a nobody. I think we the only 2 people that said that. But I know good and hell well I'm the only person that actually spat a goddamn verse. Like, who know a Lord Jamar verse? Me. I'm glad you do all this stuff for the community and raise money for charities. That's fucking great. But don't sit here and say, we gonna let him slide. We've been letting your ass slide for years. You the real jungle fever. I'm gonna keep getting a woman that's lighter and lighter and lighter until I get a white one. You the real jungle fever. You. Now I'm gonna end it with this. I'm not gonna sit here and say I don't have a problem with what Eminem said. I do. I do believe people can change. It's been 30 years. I believe the attacks on Mariah and Lauryn Hill were personal, respectfully, whichever one of them it is. You know what I'm trying to say. I don't feel like he has a problem specifically with black women. I think Eminem has a problem with women, period. And I think maybe, just maybe, considering the fact that he has daughters, and he stepped away from the game for a while, got himself clean, kind of worked through his issues. He apologized to his mom, you know, said he went back and listened to cleaning out his closet and was embarrassed. People grow up. I hope real soon you do too, Nick. I hope really, really soon you do too.
I'm spitting on the track, I'm shitting on the whack. I'm sick of all the crap, I'm here to bitches back. The takeover has started, departed from the unwanted, the garbage and broken hearted, whatever you wanna call it. I'm coming for the throne, I'm running it alone, I'm letting it be known, I'm not your stepping stone.